Good boy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
I can read and write and think for myself.
But what use is that to you? To sit bare-assed in the cold and read?
You pile of manure. Should I mug out stables like you? Is that what you call an honourable profession? Even the horses are more fragrant than you.
Honest work doesn't stink, you good-for-nothing.
Perhaps not, but you stink to high heaven. And tell me, what can a peasant like you know of God?
I know what the priest told me, and what do you know?
And what if the priest lies? What if the scriptures say something different? How would you know when you can only listen to what you're told like a sheep?
It's enough for ordinary people to listen, and they're fine. But you and your ilk make only trouble. Someone ought to put paid to you, and we'd have peace at last.
Like I say, you're like a wretched sheep that will go where it's told, even to the slaughter. And of God and the world you know nothing.
When has reading ever filled anyone's belly, eh? I feed a whole family with these two hands, while yours are only good for pulling your own cock. Tell me, what use is there in this day and age for such a
what?
Such a know-it-all. All you're good for is sitting in a tavern with other know-it-alls, bemoaning your station. But devil a thing do you do about it. You can't do an honest job. You're of no use to life. Too delicate to stand the smell of
Teresa, I'm glad to see you.
Johanka, what's up?
I was asking around for you. There's something we have to talk about. Are you going to the dance this evening?
I'd like to go and have a look, if I have time for it. Why? Do you want to borrow my dress?
No, nothing like that. I've got a dress, but I don't want to end up dancing on my own, if you know what I mean.
You want me to find you a dancing partner?
No, not quite. I've already picked one.
Let me guess. Matthias?
I? Who else?
So, what's the problem? Just go and tell him. You've had your eye on him since the Harvest Festival. Surely you must have noticed by now.
He hasn't. I'm at a loss what to do.
So you'd like Matthias to take you to the dance, but you don't want to tell him?
That's right.
How in heaven's name do you want to do it then?
Easy. You're going to steal his lucky dice.
What? How is that supposed to help, for Christ's sake?
If you can get your hands on it without him noticing, he'll be looking everywhere for it. He'll be wandering around saying to himself, "Where did I put that damned dice?" And then I'll turn up. God be with you, Matthias. You didn't by any chance lose your dice? And he'll say,
Aye, Johanka, I did. Where on earth did you find it?
"Oh, I found it near the tavern. You know there's going to be a dance there this evening." And then he'll finally get the message.
Oh, the dance. Yes. Johanka, Wouldn't you like to go with me?
Of course. I'd love to go with you, Matthias. Thank you for asking. Then he'll take me by the hand, and he'll look... Never mind that. Well, that's how it's going to help. More or less.
You can't be serious. That will never work.
It will. Please, Tess. He loves that dice of his. He'll be overjoyed when I give it back to him.
Why don't you just steal the dice yourself?
And if he caught me doing it? You think he'd go dancing with me then? Except maybe to the bailiff. But you... Well, you're a miller's daughter and... Well, you know what they say.
Right. We're all a pack of thieves. I might have known. All right, then. I'll help you.
Thank you, Tess. Bring the dice to me as soon as you have it.
Hang on, though. How am I supposed to find it?
He was saying at the tavern yesterday that he keeps it in his trunk when he's not going to play. Go and see Fritz first. I heard he's always got some lockpicks, whatever he wants them for. Anyway, no doubt he can show you how to use one.
Me? Pick locks? Johanka, aren't you going a bit too far?
Well, then maybe you can get hold of his key somehow. But whatever you do, don't get caught. And not a word to Matthias, for the love of God.
Good day, Teresa.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
How are things, Matthew?
Teresa? It's unusual to see you here. Come to see the eighth wonder of the world, have you?
What would that be now?
Fritz, working. Well, that's a sight you don't see every day.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black. You don't look too busy yourself.
Why overdo it? Jesus was a carpenter too, but how many beams do you think he made, eh?
Matthew, that's blasphemy.
No, it's only a harmless joke. You don't have to look at me like the parish priest did at Kunesh, when he spewed over his pew.
Ugh, don't even remind me. Well, I'd better be going. Work to do, you know.
Don't overdo it now.
Greetings.
What's new, Fritz?
I don't know. Oh, actually, I do know. There's going to be a dance this evening. Are you going?
Maybe. I've got a lot to do still.
They say it's going to carry on tomorrow too. And they'll be roasting a pig. Can't miss that.
So I heard. I wonder how come Sir Radzig allowed it.
No, it wasn't his lordship's idea. It was Master Faithfar's.
Master Tobias? Why would he do that?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to show off his wealth. I'd have roast pig and dancing every evening if I had his coin.
Listen, Fritz, I hear you know something about opening locks without a key.
Sure. All you have to do is charge at the door, shoulder first.
I don't want to break down a door. I want to pick a lock.
Ah, you want a lockpick then?
Shh, not so loud.
Well, I can give you some. But you know what they say. Not even a pig grunts for free.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Who says that?
Mostly me. And everyone thinks it's fucking clever, so bugger off.
Hey, Fritz, how about giving me a couple of lockpicks for free, eh? After all, we've known each other since we were little.
All right, but just this time. If you break them, don't expect to get more for free.
Just two?
You said a couple, didn't you?
God save you, sir.
Sore knees, backache, bellyache, whatever the ailment.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
I'm wounded. Have you got something for it?
By all means. I'll have a look at you and we'll see. If you've got the coin for it, of course.
Here.
Right, let's see what's the matter with you then. I'm sure I'll have something for it.
Greetings.
Tell me, Matthias, what do you think of Johanka?
Johanka? Yeah, she's a nice girl. She helped the lads and me out of a few scrapes. Actually, she's always been good to us. Why do you ask?
I was just curious, that's all. Listen, Matthias. Fritz and Matthew have been looking for you. It seemed very important. You should hurry.
Really? That's funny. I can't imagine what it's about, but if it's as urgent as you think, I'd better go and see what's up.
Must have imagined it.
Sore knees, backache, bellyache, whatever the ailment, I've got the rem...
God save. What can I do for you?
About Matthias.
Yes? Tell me everything.
I've brought you his dice.
I knew you'd do it. Thanks. This is great. I'll bring it to him. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
Herbs, fresh or dried. They'll help with every pain and ailment.
How are you, Teresa?
Good boy. That's my boy.
People. Herbs for your kitchen, as well as health-giving decoctions.
God be with you, Matthias. Listen, I found this dice. I believe it's yours.
My dice? But how? I thought it was in my trunk.
No, I found it outside. It was lying on the ground by the tavern, where the dance is going to be this evening.
That's odd. I could have sworn I put it away. Can I have it back?
People will be dancing all around there. They'd trample it into the ground for sure. It's a good thing I spotted it. Although, I don't suppose I'll be dancing this evening. No one's asked me.
I see. The dice? Please?
I'd put on a very pretty dress, and after the dance, I'd walk home with the boy who danced with me, if anyone asked me.
I'll take you, all right? And you'll give me my dice back.
Really? You'd take me?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. I'll see you this evening.
Right. Sure. Wait! What about my dice? Oh, for the love of God. Hey!
Who's there?
Fritz and Matthew didn't want me at all. What the hell are you playing at?
They're just fooling with you, I suppose. You know what they're like.
Huh. Someone's trying to make a fool out of me, all right.
What are you doing here? Are you after something?
God be with you, Teresa.
Like I say, you're like a wretched sheep that can go where it's told, even to the slaughter. And of God and the world, you know nothing.
When has reading ever filled anyone's belly, eh? I feed a whole family with these two hands, while yours are only good for pulling your own cargo.
How about it, Pa? Are you going to tell me?
Well, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. Besides, you deserve it, after helping us with that silver. So, I had a dress made for you in Rattay. A very fine dress indeed. You'll be the prettiest lass in the village.
A new dress, Pa. But I don't understand. Why?
Well, you know, you're not a little girl anymore. You're a young woman now, mature and clever. Cleverer than me, for sure. You surely don't want to live here at the mill forever. Samuel's able to take care of himself, and after all that's happened, you don't want to end up with the kind of life me and Steeble have.
What is it, Pa? Why did you buy me that dress?
Look, Teresa, you're old enough to be married. It's about time we did something about it.
No, Pa, no way. I'm not going to get married yet. But I'd like to see that dress, though.
Look here, Tess. I found you a suitor. He likes you a lot, and he's a gentleman of good standing.
What? And you didn't even ask me about it?
I didn't want to bother you with it until it was arranged.
So it's all arranged now? Behind my back? You arrange a wedding for me and I don't even know who I'm supposed to marry? You can't be serious.
Teresa, Tess.
And are you going to tell me who it is? Or will I find out at the altar?
Don't worry. He's a decent man, a nice man. He's even close to the nobility. And he's rich. He'll take care of you. There's going to be a fete at the tavern this evening. Sir Radzig gave permission for a pig roast, and...
Who is it?
You can just have a chat, dance a little, and who knows? You might like him.
Are you going to tell me who it is?
It's Chief Engineer Tobias.
Tobias Fafar?
Aye, that's right.
Are you pulling my... What are you thinking of, Father? Fafar has one foot in the grave.
Oh, come now.
Why didn't you ask me? You couldn't simply let me know what you were planning?
Teresa, listen.
It's all, Teresa do this, Teresa go and cook, Teresa clean up, and now, for good measure, Teresa go and marry an old fossil. Does nobody care what I want?
Well, of course we care. And you're right. I should have told you.
You're damned right you should.
Good God, I never thought you'd make such a fuss about it. It's the way things are done. Try and see it from my point of view. Tobias Fafar is a very well-to-do suitor. You'll find none better in Scullets. Listen, we can talk it over, but the decision is mine to make. You've got to think of your future, Teresa. Master Fafar is a respected man, and that respect will extend to his wife and children too.
Children?
For heaven's sake, lass, don't be so naive. You were born a girl, and raising a family is what God made you for. Unless you'd prefer the convent. Go to the tavern this evening and let Master Fafar spend a nice pile of groschen on you. You'll have a great time, you'll see.
Show me that dress, then.
It's in the trunk here under the window. Once you've done all your chores, get dressed up and off you go.
All right, Teresa. Time to grow up, put on that lovely dress, and go and meet your groom. Well, there's no point in dragging it out. Pa will tan my hide for not going to that dance. Oh well. I'd better see him and face the music.
We had some trouble with the guards.
What? Are they on to us?
No. We managed to hide everything before they got to us. They were just feeling us out.
Good. The coin is stashed, as always. The chief sends you his regards. Farewell.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Where did you get to yesterday? Master Pfeiffer was here. He said he waited all evening and you didn't show up.
I didn't go, no.
Well, that much I figured out.
Have you any idea how I felt? With some old man waiting there who I hardly know, who wants to marry me?
It's the way of the world, Teresa. Pfeiffer is a wealthy man. He'd take good care of you.
And in a year or two, I'd be a rich widow? Is that what it's all about? Don't you care at all what I want? Everything isn't about money, Father. You ought to know that yourself. Would you rather have money or have Ma back again?
Enough! You will not speak like that to your father. You'll go there today if I have to drag you. Master Pfeiffer is paying for the whole tavern for 2 days, and you don't even show your face there. The shame of it. One day you'll realize I only want the best for you.
But...
And now enough of your defiance. I don't want to hear another word. Now go to the blacksmith for those nails. Right away.
Mother of God, what happened to you?
What do you think? I was attacked, that's what. By that whoreson Henry.
God in heaven, like little boys. You're nicely bruised.
Do something about it. I'm bleeding.
Show me that. I'll bandage it for you. I've got something here.
Get on with it then.
Enough of your impudence. What were you lot fighting about anyway?
That bunch of vandals was throwing manure at the Deutsch's house, and when Hans shouted at them to stop, they attacked us. The fuckers.
Manure, eh? That explains your new fragrance.
Ha ha! Fucking hilarious. But I'll get them back. Don't you worry.
God have mercy. You boys are never happy unless you're fighting. Now go and lie down in the mill for a while. You won't get much work done in that state. Goodbye. Here, chickie, chickie, chickie. Here you are, girls. Fill your beaks.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
What about those nails, Henry?
Here you are.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Will you be going to the dance this evening? I hear you had a disagreement with Zabishek and Deutsch.
A little. Sorry, it got a bit out of hand.
No need to apologize. I hope that idiot Zabishek got what he had coming. I can't stand him.
Well, I thought, since he's from the mill too...
Well, you thought wrong. He's a pig. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Červená se jablíčko, zahrát se nám zdálo. Můj milej nic nevidí, na něj, že se smálo. Ztratilo se jablíčko v travičce vysokej. Můj milej ho nenajde, bude ho mít jinej. Rozběhlo se jablíčko ze stráně u řeky. Můj milej ho nechytí, uplave na věky.
Father! You swine!
What's happened?
Zbyszek! They're everywhere!
What?
They're killing everyone!
What?
Zbyszek, we have
Shit.
to... We have to...
Shit!
Elkaptam, gyertek segíteni!
Let go of me!
Gyertek!
Let go of me! No, let...
Ez az ember olyan akár egy megazult kalfa!
Get off me!
Fogd rendesen!
You bastard! Please, stop, no, stop!
Picsába, nyisd ki a kurvát!
Leave me alone!
Deliverance! A faszom dökjen beléd, vagy valami hegyesebbre? Fogjad! Kurva! A faszba, László! Te siket kretén! Egy lány van ott bent! Nyisd